Hello and welcome to another episode of Team Talk in between round 1 and round 2 at the 10th stage of the season. And for our first guest in this episode of Team Talk, we have got Isabella Ruskoff, who has to be delighted with yesterday's performance of her own.
Yes, I'm really happy with my horse. He jumped very well. So it was nice to start the competition off with a clear.
Okay, nice that you credit your horse, but it was also quite a good ride of yourself. Or how did you judge your own ride?
I was really happy with my ride. I was able to be quick around the course, which I struggle with him. So I was happy with how quick I was able to turn to the jumps and do less strides overall.
Because this ring is even smaller than the one in Paris. In Paris, you jumped a bizarre double clear, if you can say, because you jumped double clear, but you had 4 penalties in each round because of time faults. With what ambition did you come here? Because jumpy and gun, that doesn't really mix, you would think.
Yeah, I know Jumpy and his old rider, Abdel, they had success in smaller rings, like in World Cup finals. So I know Abdel was fine to send me here with Jumpy, and I think it's good to just keep practicing in the smaller rings. And he's been so on it this entire year. It's just nice to experiment with different rings since he just is so consistent.
Then there was your teammate, Jens Bachmann. He came out with 4 penalties plus a time penalty, make it 5. Team sits in 5th at the moment. What's the plan for tomorrow for GCL round 2 in terms of horses and riders?
Yes, so I will be riding Jumpy again, and then Jens will be riding his top horse, Nominee. And Nominee jumped really well yesterday in the 145, so I think Nominee's ready to go.
What made yesterday so tough? Because only 3 teams on double clear, 1 team on 4, 1 team on 5, and then straight away into the 8s, 9s and 12s. Was tough jumping yesterday?
Yes, it was tough jumping. I think everything came up out of the turn pretty quickly, so you need to be on it with your distances and yeah.
Do you think that tomorrow obviously will be a little bit bigger? We always see that the fences increase in height from round 1 to round 2. Is another podium possible for CanStars?
I really hope the podium is possible. I think Jens and I are just going to try our best to jump a double clear, and I think both of our horses are scopy, so hopefully the height difference won't be our main concern, more just the technicality, so hopefully it goes well for the both of us.
That would be your first GCL podium, right?
Yes, I competed on the team when they were podium, but I never competed in GCL round 2 when they made the podium, so it will be my first, hopefully.
It is a pity that they've taken away the champagne shower from Global Champions League podiums.
I agree, that would be fun.
But maybe you can repeat it in the Grand Prix then.
I would hope so, that would be really cool.
All right, super. Thank you very much for coming over and talking to us, Isabella Ruskoff. And great clear yesterday on Jumpy van der Hermitage to land CanStars in 5th position. Thanks for talking to us here in Team Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Second guest in this episode of Team Talk is Madrid in Motion's rider Michael van der Vleuten, who I think stands here with mixed emotions after yesterday's round 1.
Yeah. My father, he was the first rider of our team, and as we all could see, he had a little bit of a miscommunication halfway the course, and yeah, that's a pity. A circle these days costs a lot. You know, it's you get a lot of time faults, and then the team result, yeah, is a bit gone. I could finish it with a good clear round. I was very happy the way my mare jumped. But also my father's horse jumped fantastic, and it's a shame if this happens.
He did actually jump fantastic. He's been jumping fantastic for a few weeks now. Was outstanding in Paris, especially in the Grand Prix, of course. Came here, also started really well. It was a line of 5 or 6 out of the double to the Oxer. Did your father give you any explanation, a little bit more than just a miscommunication? Was he looking at 5 and they didn't come, or what was his explanation about it?
Yeah, as you said, the course designer really made 5.5 strides there. But okay, we made a plan that if we have a nice forward jump coming out of the double, we're gonna decide to pick the forward distance. And actually, Dreamland had a very nice jump coming out, but he was jumping a bit the wrong direction, and then the 5 was longer than my dad expected, and then they were a bit in between, and then there was a bit, yeah, you know, sometimes a line rides different than it walks, and that was happened yesterday, and unfortunately that happens, but we have to try to come back stronger tomorrow with a double clear round.
How are you going to produce a double clear round? And the most important question, who is going to produce that double clear round? Who's on the team tomorrow?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're gonna decide that we stay the same team, because the owner of the horses, Marta Ortega, she's here. She can't come too often to the shows, but to Monaco she loves to come, and we also like to, show that we have some good horses, and so we're gonna keep the team the same.
And that would mean that Angelica Augustsson remains on the bench.
Yes, but I must say her horse jumped also very well yesterday. She had a very good round, so it's not because of that way. As I said, for Marta we like to keep the team together, but she definitely is part of the Madrid emotion, and she's always in for some great results.
All right. How are you into virtual rankings? What do you think has happened after GCL round 1? If you would make the GCL ranking after round 1, where do you think Madrid Emotion currently sits? Well, let me tell you, I'm afraid that you've dropped out of top 5. So is there a way back with the big spread that there is at the moment? You're at 15, 3 teams are on double clear. Do you think there is a way back into top 4 tomorrow?
I think that's gonna be hard, but we this is what happened yesterday. Unfortunately, we hope, we wish for a better result, but that's not. And the only thing what we can do is come back stronger tomorrow with a double clear round, and let's see what the other team's gonna do. But I think it's gonna be difficult for a very good position, and it will drop us down in the overall, and. It's a shame, but the season is not over, and
it's life.
That's how it goes sometimes.
All right, Maaike van der Vleuten, thank you very much for talking to us. Maaike van der Vleuten for Madrid in Motion, very important day coming up for them tomorrow, or if you're watching this on Saturday, today of course, as they will try to defend their top 4 position, but they might lose it after round 2 here, the 10th stage of the season in Monte Carlo. Third and last guest on this episode of Team Talk is the one and only Michael Pender. Michael, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
What surprises me is that no matter the energy I try to put into interviews and questions, you are always calm and composed. Pressure never gets to you, does it?
I don't know about that. We had a good round yesterday, and I suppose we were early to go, so we needed to make a plan and try and stick to it, and lucky enough yesterday was good.
You were, if I have it right, you were very early to go. It was straight away Stockholm Hearts powered by H&M to jump a double clear. When you walked that course, did you expect yourself to go double clear, to see 3 teams go double clear? How did you walk it? With what analysis did you come out of the course walk?
No, I didn't expect to be straight away. There was 4 clears in a row. I think at the end of the class there wasn't as many. It was just the way it worked out. I was a bit unsure to do 5 or 6, and they all done 6 after the double 3B, and I got a good shot, and I got the 5 lined up, and then I did 5 to the Oxer, and then the rest of the round was quite good. I was a little bit unsure to do 5 or 6 going in, but I think 5 for me was the right option in the end.
A lot of people struggled with that combination. We didn't see so many faults. However, many people struggled. They had a very dead distance going into the combination, and all of a sudden the combination seemed to be very long. Was miles away. Is this the ring? We spoke about momentum in Paris, up the hill, down the hill, out of the turns. Is this rhythm? Is this ring mainly focused on rhythm? Once you get that good rhythm, and with that 5 strides out of the double, is rhythm so important here? Is that the key to get rhythm right from the start?
I think definitely, and as well that double came quite early yesterday. 3 out of turn early, away like in the turn from the gate. So I think a lot of horses took a lot out of them, even if there wasn't so many faults. Was early in the course, and it took a lot out of them. Was a big Oxer out of turn.
You're an under-25 rider here on this season of Global Champions League. You're one of the leading under-25 riders. You are about to become one of the best under-25 riders, maybe even in the history of Global Champions League. If I say those things, does it make you nervous, proud?
No, I suppose proud, and I suppose it's brilliant for the whole team that have lucky enough to have such a good bunch of horses, and we can keep doing these shows and keep trying our best.
There is a second podium coming up for Saint-Tropez Pirates after another good clear from you, a double clear from you actually, in Mexico. What is the team going to do ahead of GCL round 2? Are you going to make changes? The team has jumped double clear. They look in form. The riders, the horses look in form. What's the plan?
I'm not really 100% sure yet, but I think my horse is in good shape. I think I will jump anyway, and then the lads will discuss it and see what they think is the best. But hopefully we can do 2 more good rounds and get on the podium. Hasn't been going as good as we would like the whole year, so hopefully we can get going and try get some points on the board.
You speak about the lads. That's actually Les Garçons, the French boys, Émeric Georges and Olivier Robert. We've spoken already with Olivier Robert, but we got to know yesterday in another episode of Team Talk, Émeric Georges a little bit better. How are you getting along with the newcomer in the team?
Yeah, very good. I didn't know Émeric before here, so we had a good start anyway, getting to know each other. So no, he seems very good rider, and he done a fantastic job yesterday, and I think he's a fantastic asset to the team.
All right, that's good to hear. Tomorrow, going in on double clear, maybe for another podium finish. Saint-Tropez Pirates sit in the bottom half of the table, but Mikey Pender might just jump another double clear, might even jump a clean sheet with Émeric Georges or Olivier Robert. We'll have to wait and see. And if you want to find out, make sure you watch everything live on GCTV for the second round of Global Champions League at the 10th stage of the season here in sunny and beautiful Monaco.